Welcome back. Let's start by practicing the deep breathing skill we learned during session 1. First, let's take a thermometer reading of our current anxiety level. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very low to non existent, and 10 being the most severe anxiety you've experienced, make a note of where you are right now. Now, let's take some deep breaths. Remember, we'll be taking a deep breath in through our nose, counting in our mind 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagining using the air we breathe in to fill our stomach. We'll be holding that breath for a count of 2, then breathing out through our mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's all give it a try. Wherever you are, sit or lie down in a comfortable position. You may choose to keep your eyes open, or if you feel comfortable doing so, you may close them. Now, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold it. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold it. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold it. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now let's take a new thermometer reading. Please rate your current level of anxiety on a scale from 1 to 10. Did you notice the shift in your numbers? Today, in part 1 of session 2, we will quickly review the CBT model as well as the homework that you did. In part 2, we'll shift to focusing on how the ways in which we think about things can impact anxiety. In part 3, we'll discuss different styles of unhelpful thinking that we all engage in, and we'll talk about how to identify these unhelpful thoughts and start to make changes in our thinking patterns. In part 4, we'll learn another relaxation exercise, this time progressive muscle relaxation. And finally, in part 5, we will quickly summarize what we talked about today, and we'll discuss the homework. In session 1, we discussed the ways in which thoughts, feelings, physical sensations, and behaviors interact, and we used the cross-sectional formulation worksheet. Your homework was to complete one of these cross-sectional formulations, or perhaps more than one. Hopefully it went well. But sometimes challenges do come up. I'll address some of the more common potential challenges now. For example, some people might worry about what to do if they don't remember exactly what happened. We recommend that you try to take some notes on what happened as soon as possible, perhaps taking out your phone and jotting down what you remember, so that you can look back at these notes later in the day. As another example, some people might feel too anxious to write down their experience or even to think about what happened. In this case, we recommend that you practice breathing before you do this exercise and remind yourself why you want to do this. For example, I know it's good for my mind, so I'm going to do it even though it's hard. It's okay if you have difficulties when filling out this cross-sectional formulation, This is a learning process. Remember, the CBT model is a fundamental component of understanding anxiety. The skills in our toolbox are all built on this foundation. You were also asked to practice deep breathing and to implement one sleep hygiene tip for homework. I hope that this went well for you. In the next video, we're going to transition into further exploring our anxious thought processes.